How to structure a group coaching program? That's what you asked. That's what I'm going to answer on this episode of the Inside BS Show. Hi, I'm Dave Lorenzo, and today we're talking about how to structure a group coaching program. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you 5 really key benefits, and I'm going to do them in steps, 5 specific steps for why a group coaching program is so great and how to structure a group coaching program at the end of our time together today. The last thing I'm going to share with you in this video is the biggest benefit that nobody ever tells you. It's a huge secret. It's the one thing you don't know about group coaching. Even the group coaching gurus don't know this. I'm going to share it with you. You're not going to want to miss this because it's going to make all the difference in your group coaching business. All right, let's get into how to structure a group coaching program, and let's start with step 1 right now. Step number 1, the first thing you should think about when you're structuring a group coaching program is that people join the group coaching program to learn from the master, and that's you. So there has to be an element of teaching that comes into the group coaching program. So if you're doing group coaching meetings once a month, or if you're sharing content with your group once a month, or even in some programs, like I have a program where I share content each week, I take about an hour and a half, I take 90 minutes worth of content, and I break it up into 4 separate segments, and I deliver each of those segments via video, just like this, but it's a private video stream once a week to my group coaching members. Now, there are other benefits to group coaching, and we're going to get into them in a minute, but I have to make sure that you understand that people join at first because they want to learn from you. They want access to you, but you don't want to do individual coaching, one-on-one coaching exclusively because there's no leverage in that. So they're joining because your personality, your expertise, your brilliance is at the forefront. You need to make sure that you leverage that in your marketing, you leverage that in your business development as you're selling your group coaching program. And I'll give you a system that you can use as a side benefit to today's video. I'll give you a system that you can use to sell your group coaching program, and I'll give it to you for free just a few minutes into this video. All right, step number 2, and this is something that group coaching members discover as they get into the program. People learn from each other. Step 2 is that the members of the group learn from each other. Now, you can highlight this fact in your marketing, but they won't believe it, or they won't fully immerse themselves into the learning, into the discovery process that they have with each other. They won't really get it until they participate in their first group meeting. In their first group meeting, when you facilitate the meeting, you'll do your presentation, and then you may go around the room, or you may put somebody on a hot seat, or you may ask somebody to do a case study. They'll discover, wow, not only am I learning from the master, I'm also learning from people in the room. In fact, there are people in the room who've already done what I want to do. So the learning from each other, it comes in 3 forms. First, they learn specific tactics. They learn things they can do from other people. They see that other people have done them, and they think to themselves, I can do that. So they write down, or they copy down, or they take notes on what other people are doing. The second thing, the second benefit to learning from each other in the group, confidence. The members of the group take confidence away from seeing other people succeed. The third benefit, and the real powerful benefit that they get in learning from one another, is the opportunity to develop strategic alliances. They possibly can co-market, or they can leverage one another's services. And when you're structuring your group coaching program, there are some coaches, I teach a lot of people how to create group coaching programs, and some coaches have strict rules. Hey, listen, I'd prefer that you didn't do business with each other because it could create conflict. I don't recommend that. I recommend you don't put any restrictions on your members and you let them do business together, because those relationships are so powerful. If they have strategic alliances, or if they use each other's services, people in the group tend to bend over backwards. They tend to go way out of their way to help other members of the group succeed. So learning from each other is the second step. The third step, the third reason, the third way that structuring group coaching is a huge positive, the third way to structure your group coaching program so that everybody gets huge value is that people learn from brainstorming. So you learn from each other. That's great. They watch the example of other people. It gives them confidence. They feel like they can do it. They learn from you because you do some type of teaching at the beginning of the meeting. The third way people learn is you tend to sit in the room, and sometimes you'll go around the room and there'll be structured brainstorming where you, as the coach, facilitate the brainstorming. You pull the ideas out of the people. But one of the things that I've found in my coaching groups is there's informal time, perhaps before the meeting starts, or we usually do a 3 or 4 hour meeting and we take 3 breaks during the 4 hours during the break time. Or when the meeting ends, people will sit around. If we do a 2-day coaching session and we have structured informal time, and what does that mean, structured informal time? It means like a cocktail hour at a bar or a group dinner that, there's no scheduled topic for discussion. Those informal discussions, that brainstorming leads to some of the best ideas. And you can highlight that in your marketing all you want, but until the members of the group experience it, you don't understand how powerful the unstructured brainstorming can be. So 3 things you have to include when you structure your group coaching program: learning from the master, that's you. Even if you do a half-hour teaching session at the beginning of each meeting, that's learning from the master. The second thing, learning from each other. You have to structure case studies or hot seats so that people can learn from other people in the room and they can get confidence from seeing other people do what they want to do. And then the third thing you have to build in is structured brainstorming or unstructured brainstorming or both, so that people can get those big ideas. They can immerse themselves in an environment that allows the big ideas to come naturally. All right, now I want to share with you a couple of reasons why you really need to create structured group coaching programs in your business. If you're a consultant, or you're a professional speaker, or you're a corporate executive who just decided to leave the corporate world, creating group coaching programs is a huge opportunity for you. You don't have to have any experience as a coach. You don't have to have some kind of crazy certification from an organization that didn't even exist 10 years ago. You don't need any of that. The reason I want you to create a group coaching program, well, there's 2 main reasons. The first reason, and this is number 4 in our video today, the first reason is it's a recurring revenue stream for you. People sign up for a group coaching program, and typically these programs run on an annual basis. I teach my clients who are speakers or consultants and they're adding group coaching, I teach them to make it an endless coaching program and to either get payment as a bonus. They can get payment in advance for a year. If you pay for a year, you usually will get a 13th month free, or to make it month to month. Now, why don't I mind a month-to-month payment? Sure, upfront payments are great, and I'm happy to give a 13th month free if somebody pays for a full year. That's fantastic. But why do I not mind month-to-month? Because people never cancel. And that recurring revenue stream becomes my baseline for the whole month. Think about it this way. Let's say you're running a very inexpensive group coaching program and you charge $500 a month. Okay, that would be relatively low-priced group coaching program. And you hold a meeting once a month, maybe every other month the meeting is live, every other month is virtual, and you're hosting these meetings and you have 10 members. You wake up on the first of the month, you've got $5,000 each month in your bank account before you do anything else. And then you host one meeting and you've earned your $5,000. Now listen, you have to provide other benefits too. Maybe you do a weekly video, maybe you do conference calls or something in between. But that is a phenomenal recurring revenue stream, $5,000 with just 10 members every month. That pays some bills, that can fund marketing for you to get even higher ticket clients. So recurring revenue stream is step number 4, and that's the reason I think it makes a lot of sense for you to add a group coaching program. Step number 5 is leverage. Look, if you're a great coach, and I got into coaching people 100 years ago, it seems like it was 30 years ago, and I started doing it one-on-one. And I loved coaching people one-on-one because I had a lot of impact. But you know what I found? I could multiply the impact that I had if I coached people in a group setting. So I created 3 groups in my business. I had that recurring revenue stream, but even more importantly, I recaptured a lot of my time. Leverage is the huge benefit to the coach for creating a structured group coaching program. You can do one-to-many. So even if you have industry exclusive groups where you're coaching them 10 people in a group, you can do 3 groups of 30. Candidly, you could have those groups all meet on consecutive days, and 3 days a month, you bang out all your coaching, and you could have $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 in your bank account in no time. So leverage is a huge benefit. All right, now we're up to the biggest benefit, and that's the hidden benefit that nobody ever teaches you about when it comes to structuring a group coaching program. I'm gonna share that with you in just 1 minute. First, I wanna give you that free gift I talked about. If you're looking to sell a group coaching program, I have a system for you, and you don't need to do any of the work. All you need to do is go to revenueroadmapguide.com, revenueroadmapguide.com. There's a link to it down in the description of this video. Go to that website, enter your contact information, and you'll get my free sales and marketing system for coaches to develop a whole following very easily, very quickly. Go to revenueroadmapguide.com, download that free guide right now, fill out the questionnaire, and when you do fill out the questionnaire, you will discover that you can customize this plan for you and your coaching business. All right. Here's the big benefit. This is what I promised you at the beginning, the one hidden benefit that nobody tells you about, and that's group coaching is easy to sell. It's easy to close the deal. You have a discovery call with a client, and they're interested in group coaching. What I think you should do, invite them to attend the first meeting for free. At the end of that meeting, they will come to you with a check in hand and wait to sign up. It's an immutable law. It's like gravity. This is how I close all my group coaching clients. I invite them to attend a meeting. It's an in-person meeting. Now, here's the thing. This is not as impactful virtually. You can pull it off. I have signed up people bringing them to a virtual meeting, but candidly, it's much more impactful if you get them to attend in person, and then they immerse themselves in the group. They meet all the other members. The members of the group will sell the program for you, and you close the deal, and it's easy to do. That's the biggest benefit. It's what nobody ever tells you. It was great connecting with you today on how to structure a group coaching program. There's more videos on coaching. Just follow the link right below there. See the playlist right below. Click on that. Watch more videos on how to build your coaching business. I'll see you in the next video.